Hey guys, I was going to drop a whole nother video today, more holiday theme, standing in front of our beautiful gazebo in downtown New Braunfels at the plaza and showing you our beautiful Christmas tree, all of our 100,000 Christmas lights and all the garland and all the feels that you're missing if you're not living in New Braunfels. But I have to put that video on hold for today because of a more pressing, urgent matter in our housing market here in New Braunfels. The chaos, the supply chain chaos going on in California right now and how it's directly impacting you. That's why I have the backdrop as a new construction neighborhood and all the lines in my forehead. So guys, this stuff is real. Today's video, we're talking about how to avoid higher prices because the prices of homes will be higher here in New Braunfels in the first 2 quarters of 2022. And the one thing that you can do to avoid all those higher prices. If you guys are new here to my channel, thanks so much for dropping in. Please hit that subscribe button because we're putting out new videos just like this one about what it's like to live in New Braunfels every single week. We have a bunch of families calling us, texting, emailing us about moving to New Braunfels earlier than what they had planned for 2 major reasons. Number one, the states they live in right now are enforcing new COVID-19 restrictions, and the families want nothing to do with those restrictions. Number two is money. These families are keeping an eye on home prices here in New Braunfels, and they see that those prices are increasing, so they want to save by going under contract right now on a home, especially a new construction home, so they can move into a new construction home quick. Wait a second, how can they move into new construction home quick if we're seeing delays with new construction homes? We'll get to that in just a second. A major reason home prices continue to rise in New Braunfels, simple supply and demand. We have a whole bunch of buyer demand, no problem with that. But where we do run into the problem, we just don't have a whole lot of homes available for sale here in New Braunfels for 2 major reasons: shortage of workers and shortage of supplies. The supply chain nightmare in California right now, many materials builders need to build homes are in these containers off ports in LA and Long Beach. Supplies are taking forever to get off the port because there's a massive shortage of drivers. So once containers get off the port, there's not enough trucks and freight trains to move the containers. And there's growing concern from officials right now that this supply chain chaos in California is only going to continue well into 2022. That's why families are reaching out to us to relocate sooner than later. They know they have to go under contract earlier, even if it means sacrificing something like not getting everything they want in the house. And that is the key to this video, guys. Today, these families are going under contract on inventory homes like the ones behind me, homes that do depend on the supply chain, but they don't depend on the supply chain to get started. Builders depend on the supply chain for things like appliances, plumbing, and light fixtures, anything made in China. But these are things that get added on later in the build process. Builders, though, they have lumber and builders have concrete. These are the materials you need to get started on a home. I'm noticing more communities like this one in New Braunfels selling inventory homes, meaning they're spec homes or quick sale homes, homes that the builder has either recently finished or is building right now. One of the biggest pros of purchasing inventory homes is the builder can purchase materials right away in bulk because they already know what's going in those inventory homes versus you making those decisions and taking months to do that. And remember, when you take up more time, you spend more money. So in the case of inventory homes, it takes less time for you to move in for 2 reasons. Number one, the builder has already worked through all these supply chain issues weeks before they market it as an inventory home, so you don't have to wait. Number two, the builder specs these homes out with what's popular with the buyers. And this bears repeating. When builders are able to buy materials in bulk, they save time and they save money, and those savings get passed on to you, the buyer. So you're locked in at pricing at that point and you save. And this is why families have been reaching out to us wanting to go under contract on an inventory home because they know 2 things. Number one, their house will be move-in ready by the spring when they need to be here. Number two, most importantly, they're not going to pay spring prices. Why can't these families just build from scratch, like from the ground up, and then pick their own options and features? Well, because builders have a scant number of lots right now. Scant, to put it lightly, scant to no lots available right now until after the first of the year. And when you're building from the ground up, like non-inventory homes, those build times are running anywhere from 9 to 12 months on a production home. 2 of our clients contracted on non-inventory homes in February. of this year, 2021. And those homes will not be finished until January or February of 2022, so almost 1 full year. The downside of going under contract on an inventory homes is you don't get to make hardly any changes, if any at all, unless the house is in its early stages, like before the concrete is poured for the foundation or before the frame goes up. You may then be able to make some small changes. It all depends on the builder though. But keep this in mind, when the builder is speccing out that house and it's an inventory house, the builder is putting in all the bells and whistles, all the things that are popular with buyers. If you have to be in New Braunfels and have X number of dollars to spend, please, you might want to consider inventory homes, because remember guys, when you go under contract on an inventory house, you lock into pricing. That pricing is fixed. Now, builders and communities like this one in the New Braunfels area do have inventory homes for sale right now. Now, you may not get everything you want in the inventory house, in your new house, but you will get a chance to move to New Braunfels without breaking your bank. Whether you guys decide to move earlier or later in 2022, I'd love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can call me, you can email me, or you can shoot me a text. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.